All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where the trainer for Caleb Plant had some insight on Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia that I thought was very, very interesting and definitely worth sharing. Let's talk about what he had to say in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, and we are going to be talking about Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. The trainer for Caleb Plant, Breadman Edwards, gave some observation about the fight between the two, and specifically Gervonta Tank Davis, and something that I agreed with a lot and have been saying. And again, man, I'm telling you, can be wrong. Not going to say that I can't be wrong, but Ryan Garcia may very, very well be really in over his head against this guy. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for your continued support. Make sure you guys hit that like button, and thank you to everybody like my guy Matty Yole, and John Bowie, and everybody else that does the super thanks. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the channel and allowing us to continue to do this boxing content. But let's get into this, man, because this is a really good opportunity, man, to talk about what's really important in boxing, in my opinion, right? And that is that we get to see very good fighters fight one another. Money for boxing fans and how much the boxers make, I mean, it should not be a real central issue for us. Neither really should the belts that the fighters get, because we're not spending the money. We're not holding those belts. And honestly, man, it really is about seeing a very good competition taking place. And one of the guys that, and when you look at it that way, you really every once in a while, or man, honestly, really at any point in time in boxing, there's always a real special fighter, maybe a couple very special fighters that is really going to go down in history as being one of the best fighters, or at least people are going to be having conversations about them being the best fighters, right? Now, in this fight that we have coming up with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, Stephen Breadman Edwards, the trainer of Caleb Plant, also he was a trainer out of Philadelphia, also a trainer of J-Rock, one of my favorite fighters, even though, he's not necessarily had, the best of times as of late, but really do like Julian Williams, out of the former 154-pound unified champion out of Philadelphia. It's just a couple of the people that Edwards has trained. He gave his opinion on the Gervonta Davis and the Ryan Garcia fight. And the way he described Gervonta Davis is something that, I have been saying, and I really hope that people can kind of put aside all of the, the back and forth and, who shot John type of conversations and appreciate. He said, this guy, Gervonta Davis, is just he's very well one of those very special fighters and great fighters that come along every once in a while. If you look at Gervonta Davis literally can do everything in the boxing ring. But like Breadman Edwards said, it's just a situation where he has not fought his contemporaries, right? The guys like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Lomachenko. But when you're looking at what he's able to do in the ring, a lot of people really oversimplify it and just think he's somebody that's coming forward and just looking for one big shot. Would really, man, that is not, I promise you, that's not what you're seeing in the ring with this kid, because this guy is extremely, first of all, he's got very big power. He's very accurate. He also is very patient, is another thing, is something specifically that was mentioned with by Edwards. And that is something that I think a lot of people, underestimate. Now, when he was talking about Ryan Garcia, he said, yeah, Ryan Garcia is also a very talented fighter and a very good fighter. So, and I agree with that. I don't want to diminish him. I've been watching Ryan Garcia's fights. When Ryan Garcia fought Luke Campbell, there was a clear talent difference between Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia. And in fact, I think that it was the talent gap between the two of them, the power, specifically the power and the speed, that really allowed Ryan Garcia to beat Luke Campbell. Because if everything was equal in that fight, I don't know if Ryan Garcia would have been able to beat Luke Campbell. Because Luke Campbell, throughout the 7 rounds of that fight, were continually getting big shots off on Ryan Garcia, not only to the body, but to the chin. He also was like technically doing some very good things with his feet that were really causing Ryan Garcia problems, specifically, in the southpaw stance, keeping his foot on the outside of Ryan's lead foot. However, I will tell you that Ryan did a very good job of neutralizing that with a left hook, almost like he was baiting him into that by, go ahead and stand a little bit further over there so he could hit him with them left hooks. But the power and the speed behind that left hook and just the kind of explosiveness of Ryan Garcia's punches was definitely a talent difference between the two of them. But when you look at that with Gervonta Davis and you say, okay, the talent level is there, also the patience is there, and the fact that he's doing a lot of different things in there. Like, he's somebody that really will break you down to the body, right? And he will break you down to the body in a multitude of ways. And so when Breadman Edwards just said, look, man, Gervonta Davis is just, he's just better, right? I think he said, when he used the word way better, I think he was talking about in the experience and what he's done in the ring, and is just way better and at a higher level than Ryan Garcia. Not to say that Ryan Garcia can't win the fight, because Ryan Garcia, like you said, he's got some weapons that he's bringing in there for sure. You can't take too many shots straight to the chin from Ryan Garcia. And if that's the case, if Gervonta Davis is is unable to stay focused and stay away from and allow him to land those shots, it can go wrong for Gervonta. But on the other side is, if you look at the way that Gervonta Davis will go about knocking you out, which can be a left hook, it can be a right hook, it can be a lead, it can be a left hook, it can be a straight left, it can be a left to the body, uppercut to the body, it could be a left hook, it could be a right hook to the body. It could be a right hook to the body, left hook to the body. That man, over the course of the time, the way that he breaks people down, and I think that's where the patience comes in, the way that he breaks fighters down, I don't know if that is really going to be there for Ryan Garcia past 6-7 rounds. Because, like, if you watch the fight with Luke Campbell, combination of the fight with Luke Campbell and the African fighter that went the distance with him right after Luke Campbell. Can't remember what his name is, but it was before the Javier Fortuna fight. That guy was able to use his footwork and stay away from Ryan Garcia, who's a little bit flat-footed, not just a little bit flat, but who's definitely flat-footed, and who can easily be baited in to come forward. Also, Ryan Garcia also sometimes really overextends with his right hand and brings his head in there. And if he slips that shot, I'm telling you, from the southpaw stance, Gervonta Davis has got that left. He most definitely has that left hook that is going to be there, that check left hook that's going to be waiting on him if he overextends that right hand. But anyway, just it's going to be it's going to be tough on Ryan Garcia with that level of fighter. However, that to say that Ryan Garcia is not a very good fighter, it's just that, look, man, that guy doesn't have the experience that Gervonta Tank Davis has. And I think people are just really also very, very, very much underestimate exactly how versatile Gervonta Davis is, because whenever you see somebody that's just always getting knockouts, you think, oh, that's all he is a knockout puncher, and he's getting hit cleanly and all of that stuff. Look, man, I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia got hit cleanly a lot by Luke Campbell. And when I'm telling you he got hit cleanly a lot, I mean a lot by Luke Campbell, like several times around for those seven rounds. And and Luke Campbell isn't somebody that is going to try to get you to fight close closer inside and actually go to the body on a consistent basis. He's just taking one shot, really just one shot to the body, not multiple, not going up top, inning down low, going down low, inning up top, just a lot of stuff to that. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. I thought that was a really great insight from Breadman Edwards. Again, not saying that Ryan Garcia can't do something in this fight. He may really rise to the moment, but, you know, it's going to be him having to rise to it. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.